I know I don't want to be alone, that's for damn sure. If I gotta fight, claw, scratch, whatever it takes to keep mine, I'm gonna keep it. These weren't words from a basketball press conference. They weren't lyrics from a rap song. They were the raw, cracked words of LeBron James, a man who's been everything, a champion, a billionaire, but above all, a husband. When those words dropped, the internet didn't just react, it froze. For 2 decades, LeBron James wasn't just an NBA player. He was the standard, the perfect athlete, the perfect husband to Savannah James. The high school sweetheart story that Hollywood wishes it wrote. No scandals, no public breakdowns, no viral cheating allegations that ever stuck. He built his empire on discipline and loyalty, but perfection has a price. And on one quiet podcast night, the king showed the world that even he can bleed. It started on Savannah's own podcast. Everybody's crazy. What was supposed to be lighthearted turned into an emotional earthquake. LeBron's voice shook. His tone cracked. He said things no one expected to hear from him. You could be really into somebody and then off them the next day. That's crazy. That line wasn't just a quote. It was a confession disguised as a metaphor. Fans heard pain, fear, betrayal, and suddenly the whispers began. Did Savannah cheat on LeBron James? The internet has a way of turning whispers into hurricanes. A few comments became rumors. Rumors became trending hashtags. People replayed every second of that podcast. Her smile, his silence, the way he didn't defend himself, the way she didn't deny. And then someone said it out loud. What if this isn't about him cheating? What if he was the one who got cheated on? To understand LeBron's words, you need to understand his life. For years, he's talked about trust like a man who's been burned before. In one old interview he said, "If you steal my money, bro, it ain't gonna be good for you." That wasn't about basketball. That was about control, fear, trust. When a man like LeBron, who spent his life being careful, starts sounding like he's been blindsided, you know something's broken behind the scenes. It's some cutthroat, ruthless ass out here right now. That's not the language of a man living a fairy tale. That's the language of a man fighting for something already slipping through his fingers. And Savannah? Silent. No denial. No defense. Just a caption under the podcast clip. Sometimes love hurts, but growth is messy. That line detonated the internet. Then came the twist no one saw coming. DJ Academics went live. And he didn't just hint. He accused, "Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on 2-mans. Drake used to facilitate the whole thing." Within hours, hashtags like #LeBron exposed and #Drake knew exploded. This wasn't some basement rumor. This was one of hip-hop's loudest voices calling out the king. But something didn't add up. 21 years. No scandal. No receipts. Even Charlemagne the God warned, "You're talking about a man's family. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen." Still, the damage was done. While the world screamed, Savannah stayed silent. No posts. No statements. Just quiet. And in that quiet, the world filled in its own story. Some saw a woman guilty. Others saw a woman protecting something bigger than herself. And LeBron? Reflective. Not defensive. It wasn't the posture of a guilty man. It was the look of someone who'd already lost something. Then came the line that I know I don't want to be alone. That's for damn sure. That if I gotta fight, claw, scratch, whatever to keep mine, I gotta keep it. I don't want to be alone. This wasn't about basketball. This was a man stripped of the image, stripped of the armor. The king was just a man, fighting for love. The world split in two. He's hiding something. No, he's heartbroken. Savannah cheated. No, he's just tired. Fan theories turned into think pieces. Reddit threads turned into mini documentaries. People analyzed every eyebrow raise, every pause, every smile. Because LeBron James doesn't do unscripted emotion. Unless it's real. Then, a single post. Growth is messy, but love is work. And everything changed. It wasn't a denial. It wasn't an apology. But it reframed the story. Suddenly, this wasn't about betrayal anymore. It was about endurance. The couple appeared in public, hand in hand. Composed. Smiling. Not a word spoken. But the message was loud that we're not broken. We're evolving. Every clip of LeBron talking about love became motivational audio on TikTok. What was once pain became branding. Because in the age of social media, resilience sells. Weeks later, Savannah dropped a new episode. Forgiveness. Femininity. Forward motion. She opened with this line. Sometimes you love someone so deeply that forgiving them feels like forgiving yourself. The internet lost it. Who was she forgiving? Herself. Him. Both. The scandal became a saga. LeBron stopped explaining. No press conferences. No clapbacks. Just cryptic quotes. Stoic energy. And a fan base that no longer needed proof. Just the story. Because vulnerability is power now. The world no longer wants perfect idols. It wants real ones. I don't want to be alone. If I gotta fight, I'll fight. These words weren't scripted by a PR team. They were the unguarded heart of the king. Whether betrayal happened or not almost doesn't matter anymore. What the world saw was a man. Powerful, broken, and still standing. And in that moment, LeBron James stopped being just a legend. He became human. This story isn't just about cheating rumors. It's about power, image, and the price of love in the spotlight. If you want to hear what really happened behind the crown, like, comment, and subscribe. This is just the beginning.